Oh, come on, Brittany. Don't you want to be great? Be great. Come on. There you go. Ooh. My name is Kayla Leah. If you have never been to my channel before, welcome. And if you have been to my channel before, welcome back. Today, we are going to be comparing some flat irons. A few months ago, I broke my favorite flat iron that I have ever had. It was one of those flat irons that you got at like the mall that they would have in like those kiosks and were always a little too expensive, but they caught me and they kept giving me all these discounts, and it just worked wonders because they did demos on my hair and I was like, how can I say no? So I bought it and it actually lasted me all throughout college, so roughly 4.5 years, I think, and it broke on me around New Year's Eve. It just completely shattered. Celine, please behave. So I ended up getting 2 flat irons. I ended up ordering on Ulta the T3 Lucia flat iron, just like the basic one, super standard, super simple. But while I was waiting for that one to come in the mail, I really needed a flat iron that was gonna like do the job until that one came. So I went to Target and picked up the Conair DBL Sarah 1-inch flat iron. So the Sarah basically just stands for ceramic. I've always used ceramic. They're just safer, they're easier. I know titanium ones are, you know, more efficient and quicker and they heat up faster, but a lot of hairstylists do not recommend them for everyday use, for everyday people, because you do have to know what you're doing when you're using titanium flat irons, or titanium anything, to be completely honest, because it heats up so quickly. You could really damage your hair if you do not know what you're doing. I have the flat irons right here in front of me. So this is the T3 Lucia. It's super sleek and it has these dots which measure, you know, the heat setting, and it has the rounded out design so that you can easily curl your hair and do waves and all that fun jazz. This is the Conair flat iron. This one has 5 different heat settings, and I like that you can actually like lock it. Hold on, let me unlock it. There you go, now it's unlocked. And it's kind of like a pink tint with Conair on it, obviously. This one also has that round out design as well, so that you can do waves and curls and all that fun jazz as well. Now, the way I set up this video, I'm gonna include footage and voiceovers of me using both of these tools. I wanted to give both tools a fair shot when making this video because I wanted it to be a for real comparison. So I actually used the Conair flat iron for all of the month of January. And then once I got the T3 flat iron in the mail, I ended up using that from the beginning of February until now. So that's what I currently use every single day. Some things that I was looking for when using both of the flat irons that mean a lot to me when it comes to buying flat irons. I was basically trying to see, you know, how long was my hair lasting throughout the day. I even like worked out, did yoga, went about my, you know, normal 9-to-5 job just to see how it would hold up. The second thing I was looking for was frizz control. I have very dry, frizzy hair naturally, and it's very important to me to find a flat iron that is going to be able to tame that long enough, you know, in between washes. The third thing I was looking for was how easy it was to use and how much I liked the temperature settings. The fourth thing I was looking for was how easy was it for me to do waves and curls, because I do like to switch it up every now and then, and I actually prefer to do curls with a flat iron over a curling iron. I don't know, it's just a little bit easier for me personally. So those are the 4 main things that I was looking for in both flat irons. And I did, you know, treat them as equally as I possibly could. Obviously, more expensive flat irons have way more advanced technology in them. They have way more, you know, efficient temperature settings, but I tried to, you know, be unbiased with both flat irons and tried to give them both a fair shot. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the footage of me demoing both products so you can kind of see exactly how both of them worked on my hair specifically. The footage from the first flat iron it is from January, so my hair was a lot darker at that time. It was a little bit longer, so you're gonna see a hair length difference in both footages. You're also gonna see a color difference because I am way blonder now. This is just a wig, it's not my real hair, but my real hair is blonde. So you're gonna notice that shift in color and length. Don't be alarmed. They were just filmed a month apart from each other. So definitely keep that in mind. I'm gonna stop yapping with this intro and let you guys watch the footage, and I'm gonna come back and give my final thoughts. So enjoy the footage. So I did use the Conair flat iron at 338 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the middle setting for this flat iron. And I did section off my hair so that I could work with smaller sections at a time, which is obviously highly recommended. Now I was just curious to see, you know, how this flat iron would curl my hair. Even though, you know, it's decent on camera, I don't know if you noticed, but the flat iron was tugging at my hair as I was going down to create the curl, which is honestly probably a problem with the plates. So I did not love that, and I definitely don't recommend using this flat iron if you want curls or waves in your hair. So my hair looks decent, you know, and, you know, I mean, it's a flat iron. Now here, I'm just showing you guys how I styled my bangs with this flat iron. It did a decent job. It wasn't anything amazing. It was a typical flat iron. So nothing too impressive here. I did the exact same techniques with both flat irons where I, you know, curled my ends inwards. I just feel like that looks cuter with short hair, and I still do it today. Alrighty, so here we have the T3 flat iron, and I was using it at the 5th dot this day, but now that I've been using it for a while, I like to use it at the 6th dot. It's a little bit hotter, and I think it just, you know, holds my hair a little bit better. But in this footage, I was using it at the 5th dot. And as you can see, my hair is shorter because this is a month after the Conair footage, but nevertheless I made sure to use the same techniques, the same, you know, protective products, and pretty much used them the exact same way. I honestly love having short hair. It's just so much quicker to style. But as you can see, my hair looks way smoother with this flat iron. You know, there's less bumps. There is a little bit less frizz. And overall, I genuinely think this flat iron performs better. But, you know, I'm not surprised. I was expecting this. And, you know, I mean, it makes my hair look good. So no complaints there. I still had bangs at this time. Unfortunately, I still have bangs now, but you know, I styled them the exact same way I did with the Conair flat iron, by sectioning the bangs out and just doing it piece by piece to make sure the hair would cooperate. So yeah, that's the T3 and the Conair flat irons for you guys. We're back. I hope you enjoyed that footage, guys. I put a lot of effort into it. Okay. Anyways, so moving on to my final thoughts on both. This is the real tea, guys. I'm gonna be totally brutally honest. I don't care how popular each one of these brands are. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the Conair flat iron, since that was the first demo that you saw. So very quickly, this is off of the Target website, since that is where I bought this flat iron. This is a 1-inch double ceramic flat iron. You can get it for $12.99 at Target. It does have a 4 out of 5 star rating, and it is currently still available. And supposedly the highlights are that it is a 1-inch flat iron with extra long plates. It can go up to a 410 Fahrenheit high heat, and it heats up quickly and features a swivel cord for convenient styling. There are also 5 temperature settings, which is convenient for a lot of different types of hair types. And it does have auto shut off. If you're like me, you probably always forget to turn off your flat iron. And it can be dangerous because, you know, my cat personally, she always plays with the wires. So I always appreciate a good flat iron that can turn off on its own. So that is basically all we gotta know about the Conair flat iron. Now for the tea. Okay, so I went ahead and wrote down the 4 things that I was measuring. The 4 things that I was measuring for with the Conair flat iron. I'm just gonna run through them really quick. When it comes to the Conair flat iron, I would say, how was my hair holding up? I would genuinely give it a 5.5 out of 10. I'm gonna include a quick clip right here of how my hair would look after each day of using the Conair flat iron. Let me just give you a quick background. My hair naturally is a little difficult to style. It doesn't hold well throughout the day unless I am using a really good tool. That being said, because this tool is probably not the most efficient when it comes to, you know, long-lasting styles, my hair did not hold up that well. My ends would start to curl. It is hot in Texas. So I remember in January, it was still pretty steamy outside. My ends would start to curl. You would start to see some of the frizz coming up on, you know, the sides of my head. If you can notice in the clip as well, you would also see just some of the bumps, because I'm not gonna lie, this flat iron, for whatever reason, it just likes to stick on your hair. And that can cause those ridges in your hair, which sucks. When it comes to frizz control, I would give it a 7 out of 10, and that's honestly me being generous, because I have had flat irons that were way worse than this one, where literally by the end of the day, my hair would be just a little poof ball. And at least, you know, my hair didn't turn into a poof ball at the end of, you know, each day of using the Conair flat iron, but it wasn't looking all that fantastic either. Now for ease of use and temperature controls, I gave it a 10 out of 10 because I personally love when companies do put the actual temperatures on the flat iron. This one clearly has indicators at each line to tell you exactly how hot the flat iron is when you are using it. Overall, I felt like this was a very easy tool to use. I do like that it has that swivel cord, because literally it won't matter, like, you know, when it's plugged into your wall, it just won't matter. You know what I mean? You can just easily just do your thing. And I really do like the features that they have, like the lock and unlock. I think that's very travel friendly. So this could be a very easy tool for traveling. Now for the 4th quality of waves and curls, I gave this tool a 3 out of 10, and that's me being generous. I don't know, as you saw in the footage, I did test out a little curl on camera so you guys can see what happened. And literally as I was curling, it would just go, because it kept getting stuck to my hair, and I hate when flat irons do that. Normally that's an issue of the plates and or user error, but I know how to do curls. I have been doing them forever with flat irons, and the fact that it was that hard for me, someone who's been doing flat iron curls for, you know, at least 6 years of my life, it was really difficult to do it with this flat iron. Now for the overall rating of the Conair flat iron. If I averaged out all of the ratings that I gave it, it does average out to a 6.3 out of 10, we'll say stars. So overall, it's a solid flat iron. It gets the job done. It does what it's supposed to do. Would I buy this again? Maybe, since it is only $12.99 and it, you know, it's a flat iron. Like, it's a basic Conair flat iron. There's nothing special about it. It doesn't do anything crazy for me. It does have its flaws. So I think a 6.3 is a pretty solid rating for this flat iron. Do I recommend it for you guys? I think this would work very, very well on someone who has, you know, naturally like wavy, smooth, and or, you know, thinner straight hair. I think it would work amazing on that type of hair type. I just don't think it worked amazing for my hair type, and that's a shame. But I do think it could work for someone out there. I do think this is a travel friendly flat iron because of the nice little features it has, and because it's so inexpensive. If I lost this, I would not be sad about it. I would probably just use my Lucia after that. So that is the Conair flat iron for you guys. Now for the Lucia T3 flat iron, which is on the floor right now. So let me grab it real quick. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and read some of the specs off of Ulta.com because that's where I bought it from. Okay. So this is the Lucia 1-inch professional straightening and styling flat iron. It has 4.5 out of 5 stars on Ulta.com. It also costs $149.99, so basically $150. And just some of the technology that they list here. So the T3 Rapid Heat IQ, if you don't know much about this brand, they are the ones responsible for the newest smart flat iron, which is the one that is literally like a smart car, where you turn it on, you put all of your like hair, you know, qualities into it, and as it's straightening your hair, it actually adjusts itself as it's straightening. So it's a cool company, okay? But I didn't get that one because that flat iron is like $200 or $300. So I settled for their basic straightening flat iron. But yeah, this one still has that Rapid Heat IQ. Just some other specs. Engineered with a smart microchip, 9 heat settings, and a series sync heaters. T3 Rapid Heat IQ delivers advanced heat precision for fast, beautiful results. Grip the flat iron with confidence for more precise styling. Period. Okay, now for my personal opinion on the Lucia flat iron. So when it comes to the first category, how was my hair holding up at the end of each day of using it, I give this an 8 out of 10. It is currently my go-to flat iron. I use it on a daily basis, even up to this point. We're in March right now, and I've been using it since February. No flat iron is completely perfect because my hair is just a modge podge of problems, and Texas is a very hot state which has humidity. So unfortunately, this flat iron cannot beat all of the obstacles that come along with that, but it does a very solid job. Now, when it comes to frizz control, 8 out of 10 for the same reasons that I listed in category 1. You know, the flat iron can only do so much. The rest of it is on my hair and whatever leave-in products that I put into my hair. When it comes to the third category, I gave it a 9 out of 10. I do not love the dot system. Granted, on the packaging, like the box that it comes in, it clearly tells you like what each dot represents and what hair type goes with each dot and yada yada yada. Now, me personally, I like when they just have that information right here on the flat iron. I'm not trying to look at the box. I don't even keep the box, like, let's be real. So I do wish that they had more descriptions on the heat settings on the actual flat iron. But overall, I can't really complain because it does have so many heat settings, and you know, I can bounce back and try to figure out which one works best with my hair for whatever style that I'm doing. When I do curls, I do kind of heat it up a little bit more. When I'm doing straight hair, I'll kind of heat it back down a little bit. So it just depends on the day and, you know, what I'm trying to do that day. But overall, it's very easy to use, and I really like the overall design. I think it's perfect for straightening and for curling. For the last category, quality of curls and waves, I'm just going to put this picture right here. That should say it all. So I did give it a 9 out of 10. I think that the curls come out really, really pretty. It's super easy to use. I have super short hair now, and I love using this because it's an easy, like, and the curl is there and it's ready to go. Now, where does that leave the overall rating of this flat iron? 8.5 out of 10 stars, baby. I obviously still love using this. This is my everyday flat iron now, and you know, I have no complaints. Would I recommend this to anyone else? Yes. Is it worth the price? Yes. I kind of wish it was only $100. I feel like that would be a little bit more reasonable for a flat iron like this. I do think that the flat iron that I broke a long time ago was a little bit better, and that one only cost me $100. So I do wish that this was $100, but would I pay $150 again for it? Yeah. If you have difficult hair like I do, or curly hair, I definitely 100% recommend this because it has that really cool heat IQ technology, and it has so many settings on it, which allows you to customize it to your hair. Okay, so that was all for this video. If you use either one of these flat irons, definitely let me know down below and let me know how they work for you. Obviously, everything in this video was totally my opinion and based off of, you know, the performance on my personal hair. Everyone has different hair types. Everyone has different, you know, things that matter to them when it comes to choosing heat styling tools. So take everything I said with a grain of salt, but I definitely want to know what you guys think of these flat irons. If you do use them at home, definitely leave a comment down below. And if you like these comparison videos, also let me know down below and I can come up with a few other ones. They are really fun for me, and I like kind of doing them over the course of a few months just so I have accurate data to pull from for you guys. But that is all from me. If you have not already, definitely subscribe down below. It's right there, honey. And like this video if you liked it. You know, if you didn't, I mean, I hope I get you in the next one. And click that notification bell so you can see whenever I post new videos, which is every week, guys. Content every week. What else could you ask for? So subscribe, okay? Okay. But that is all, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will see you in the next video.